What's up everyone, Aurora here, and I am really excited to talk to you about a great new hero named Grimbor and summon for him, along with a number of new Irons Clan's epic heroes as well. But first, if you haven't downloaded Gemstone Legends yet, you're in luck, because if you use the link in the description of this video, you're going to get a free epic hero named Moralia, along with a bunch of gold, gems, and potions. After you download the game, you'll have access to events which will get you even more amazing heroes and loot. Guys, wow. Don't miss this because you do not get this opportunity in the regular App Store. Download it now, and I will see you in Gemstone Legends. All right, so I really enjoy it whenever these boosted summons come around because it gives you a better chance at getting some of these heroes here. And first, let's take a look at the Iron Clan heroes. I'm not going to go through all of them. As you know, they're part of the same family, so there is a kind of theme that runs among them, but I do want to highlight one in particular, who is Kurgi. Now, there's a few really good epic ones, but I think that this one may be the best of the bunch. I don't know. You tell me what you think in the comments, but here's why I think he might be the best out of the new epic heroes that they're releasing. So he's an attacker, assassin. Experimental Charge is the special. Deals damage to a single enemy, 247% of attack, and ignores 20% of defense. We know that's a good effect. That automatically makes a very good hero when you see that ignoring defense effect. But here's what I really like. 100% chance to inflict vulnerability on a single enemy for 3 turns. Vulnerability is really nice, especially against the raid boss. So if you can land vulnerability on the raid boss, you're going to do a lot more damage because the extra damage special skills do. Attention Don't Shake is the passive. 100% chance to remove 3 positive statuses and inflict bleeding for 3 turns if an enemy is affected by soul replenish or recovery when using his special ability. Deals damage based on 200% of caster's attack and has a 100% chance to inflict bleeding for 6 turns to everyone when he dies. Now, getting one of these Dispellers in Gemstone Legends is pretty special too because there's so many stacks that show up in the game. So this is a really nice bonus effect for it to have. He's also an attack leader in the guild, so increases the attack of all allies in guild-related battles by 32%. I could definitely see leveling this guy up to 6 stars and awakening some of those stars as well, because this is a very solid hero. Now, I think, having gone through all of these, that they're all pretty good, so I don't think you can go wrong summoning for any of them. So good luck with them. Now let's take a look at the big guy, Grimbor, who has 6,232 HP, which is very strong for a hero like this. And then there's 633 attack and 631 defense. Of course, that's solid too. With 205 speed, that's all right. And then a mana gain of 17, which is relatively low, but you can load him up with a full set of mana equipment to get that up to 20 and 1 fewer gem when you are trying to set off his special. So do keep that in mind. For his ability, Powerful Pierce deals damage to a single enemy, 210% attack, ignores 40% of defense. That we know, again, is a very strong ability. To see this printed on here, but this time it is ignoring 40% of defense. That is absolutely awesome. Don't Upset the Dwarf is the passive. Damage is increased by 40% if the target's affected by protective shield or increased defense. So he's an Aurora hate hero, basically, but there's other heroes too that increase defense. So he is very versatile in that realm. If you didn't get Aurora, like I don't have Aurora, and I feel very sad because of that, well, at least you might be able to take a hero like Grimbor to beat those teams that have Aurora. Punching through her is very difficult, and he is gonna help with that. Damage is increased by 30% if the target has more HP than him. So keep in mind, there's some synergy here with that equipment set that lowers your HP but increases your attack by like 45%. So if you can put that equipment set on him, then you are creating a synergy for yourself where you're almost always doing that increased damage of 30%, which is huge. In fact, if you put that equipment set on him with this and ignoring 40% of defense, and the damage increasing if they've got protective shield or increased defense, oh wow, you could really be like finishing off an enemy. 100% chance to inflict heal block on an enemy for 4 turns with his special ability if there's a living Sophia on his or the enemy's team. Now that's a little bit niche, but I'll tell you what, I have Sophia, so I'd be happy to have him. and then immune to decrease attack and stun. So that's really, really important too. Lastly, he's an attack leader in the guild. Increase the attack of all allies in guild-related battles by 38%. So if you need to, and you can set him up as the hero, you just get even more damage that you're dealing here. This guy is dealing a ton of damage. I mean, he is a hammer. So if you need someone like this to punch through those Aurora teams, I think he's going to be a good one. And if you get him and level him up, let me know in the comments how he is, because I'm curious to know how he does and what you think of him. I'm going to give it my best go here. Hopefully I get him. Let's start with the gold scrolls. I'm going to skip through the animations here, unless we get an epic or legendary. All right, we got Eif, who is an attack leader of purple allies, increases the attack by 38%. The active special is deals damage to a single enemy, 285% of attack and ignoring 20% of defense. So you can see, while it's a really good special, it is printed on a lot of heroes. And deals 40% more damage to enemies with higher HP than hers. So similar to Grimbor, who we're summoning here, which is really, really interesting. It's clearly not as much text. It doesn't do quite as much, but similar. All right, let me make some room. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, back to the gold scrolls. And this is Avinka, an HP leader, increases the HP of all allies by 32% in all game modes. The active special restores 25% of target's max HP to an ally, grants recovery to an ally for 2 turns twice, and removes 2 negative statuses from an ally. And then the passive is grants recovery to all allies for 2 turns twice, and removes 2 negative statuses from all allies when she dies. Gains 15 mana for every negative status she removes. So that's an interesting one. It's a lot of very targeted healing there. And targeted healing can be very good, sometimes better than healing everybody. Richard's a really good 3-star healer, by the way. So if you're looking for 3-star heroes to level up, I highly recommend him, especially for Guild Wars when you're going to be on the attack and need healers. Grizio. Restores 20 mana to an ally, grants increased defense to an ally for 4 turns, and grants fortify to an ally for 4 turns. The passive, if affected by 5 or more statuses at the start of his turn, remove all statuses and recover 40 mana. All right, 5 more gold scrolls. Three, 2, and 1. Ah, Elijah. All right, well, we have 1 platinum scroll, so let's see what we can get with this one. Oh, it's my third Sophia. Give me an Aurora, come on. I don't need 3 Sophias. I mean, Sophia's really, really good. You'll definitely see her on a lot of top teams, especially on the attack and things like that. She deals a massive amount of damage. One thing I like about her a lot is that her damage, it depends on how much defense she has. So when you load up the defense, it actually makes her stick around longer too. So she's really hard to kill and deals a lot of damage. So just to take a look at her ability, she increases the defense of all allies in the arena by 38% if you make her the leader. Her active special gains increased defense for 3 turns, 100% chance to inflict decreased defense on a single enemy for 3 turns, and deals damage to a single enemy, 280% of defense. The passive being 75% chance to inflict decreased defense on all enemies for 3 turns whenever she kills an enemy, immune to decreased defense. All right, well, there we go. I got one legendary hero out of the mix here. I wish it was one that I didn't already have, but I'll take it because the legendaries, of course, are few and far between. They're all very special, and of course we have guild wars coming up here where we need to have as many of these high-level heroes as we can possibly get. So if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.